Welcome to today's edition of the AFCON Wrap on Ghana Web TV with me, Emmanuel Enin. So, the AFCON first round games came to a close yesterday, and we are going to look back at the games being played throughout the first round, the results, the group standings, and some statistics that were recorded in the first round. And also, we will talk about the major talking points, what people have been talking about in the AFCON after the first round on this show today. So, we start with the results, and it all started on Sunday, where host nation Cameroon started the tournament against Burkina Faso, and Cameroon won their first game by 2-1 against Burkina Faso in that game. The second group game was between Ethiopia and Cape Verde, and Cape Verde won that game by 1-0. So the group standing for Group A, Cameroon lead with 3 points, Cape Verde second with 3 points, Burkina Faso are third with 0 points, and then Ethiopia lies fourth with 0 points in Group A. So we move to Group B, where Senegal played on Monday. So on Monday, 4 games were played, and Senegal started the day with a 1-0 win against Zimbabwe. And in that game, Sadio Mane scored a late penalty for Senegal to win by 1-0 in that game. The other Group B game that was also played on Monday saw Guinea beating Malawi by 1-0. So if we look at the standings in Group B, this is how it looks like. Guinea lead the group with 3 points, Senegal second with 3 points, Malawi third with 0 points, and then Zimbabwe fourth with 0 points. So also on Monday, the Group C games also took place, where the Black Stars were in action against Morocco in the AFCON 2021 tournament, and Black Stars lost the game by 1-0. Sofiane Boufal scored the only goal in the game on the 83rd minute for the Atlas Lions of Morocco. The second game in Group C saw Gabon beating newcomers Comoros by 1-0. So this is how the table looks like in Group C, and Gabon lead the group with 3 points, Morocco are second with 3 points, Comoros are third with 0 points, and the Black Stars are fourth with 0 points. So that way we move to Group D, where the matches took place on Tuesday. And in Group D, Nigeria started their tournament with a huge win over the most successful country as far as the AFCON is concerned, where Nigeria beat Egypt by 1-0. Kelechi Iheanacho netting the only goal in the first half for the Super Green Eagles. Now, the other Group D game was between Sudan and then Guinea-Bissau, and that game ended goalless. Now, on Tuesday, one game in Group E also was played, and Algeria, the defending champions, were held to a goalless draw by Sierra Leone. So 3 games were played on Tuesday, and it was Group D and then Group E which took place over there. So we look at Group D standings after the first game, and this is how the table looks like. Nigeria lead the table with 3 points, Guinea-Bissau are second with 1 point, Sudan are third with 1 point, and Egypt lies fourth with 0 points over there. So we move to Group E, where the second game was played on Wednesday, and the second game was between Equatorial Guinea and then Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast won that game by 1-0 thanks to Max Gradel's sumptuous goal that he scored for the Elephants. They won by 1-0. So looking at the standings in Group E, this is how the table looks like. Ivory Coast lead the group with 3 points. Algeria are second with 1 point. Sierra Leone are third with 1 point. And Equatorial Guinea lies fourth with 0 points. Now we conclude the results and table standings with Group F. And Group F games were played yesterday, where Tunisia were defeated by Mali by 1-0, and in that game, it was a whole lot of drama. We will talk about it later in the show. Mauritania lost to Gabon also in Group F, where Gambia won their first game in the AFCON. You know, they are debutants, and they won the first game. They won by 1-0, beating Mauritania. So this is how the Group F also looks like. Gambia lead the group with 3 points. Mali are second with 3 points. Mauritania are third with 0 points, and then Tunisia are fourth with 0 points. So that is how the fixtures and the standings looks like after match day 1, or the first round in the AFCON 2021 tournament ongoing in Cameroon. So we look at how the statistics looks like after the first round of games, and 12 games were played in the first round. And according to Opta analyst, after the 12 games, 12 goals were scored in the tournament after the first round. So 8 non-penalty goals, 259 shots were recorded, and 4.6% shot conversion rate, a total of 26.4 xg from shots there. So expected goals was 26.4, and that's how Opta reported their shot conversion rate over there. So now let's look at the major talking points in the AFCON after the first round. So people are sharing their opinions on the tournament so far, how they see it, and the trend on Twitter is that the AFCON is kind of boring. And as you heard from, or as I read to you from Opta analyst, it means that after 12 games in the AFCON, 12 goals have been scored, and so people think that the AFCON is boring. So that's the discussion, major discussion on Twitter. So I'll read 1 or 2 tweets on AFCON being boring to you before we look at the other major trending issue from the AFCON 2021. So a tweet by Janny Sikazwe says, AFCON defies logic, man. You can be the poster boy in your league, but you come to this tournament and defenders who have day jobs as electricians will be slapping you. So that's a tweet by Janny Sikazwe over there on AFCON, sharing his opinion. So we look at the AFCON being boring and some tweets about the AFCON, and Find Imbalance tweeted that AFCON is such a leveler. I get your type of house kind of football. So that's his opinion on the AFCON so far, on the AFCON being boring. English people are saying AFCON is boring because of 1-0s and 0-0s. Well, we don't have the San Marino and Andorra here. So that's Real Gitch at Real Gitch, his tweet on the AFCON being boring. Now, the other trending issue has been Janny Sikazwe, Zambian referee who officiated Tunisia's game against Mali, where Mali won the game by 1-0. Now, the news has been Sikazwe blowing a whistle before 90 minutes. And people have been discussing the referee's act. Actually, he blew the whistle twice in a game before 90 minutes. He first blew the whistle at 85th minute to end the game with 5 minutes to spare. So the Tunisian bench reacted and he resumed the game. And on 89th minute, he blew it again, ending the game. And this time, the decision stood where Mali won the game by 1-0. So we look at what people are saying on Twitter concerning Janny Sikazwe, and a tweet by Juliet Bewa says, you can't justify what referee Janny Sikazwe did, but this is not alien. It happens everywhere. Still, this AFCON will be great. That's Juliet Bewa's tweet over there. And Stargirl also tweeted that Janny Sikazwe has just set the tone for 2022. If things aren't making sense, blow the whistle and save yourself some time. So now the second round of the AFCON 2021 ongoing in Cameroon will continue today, where in Group A, host nation Cameroon will play against Ethiopia at exactly 4 p.m. and the other group game in Group A will also take place at exactly 7 p.m. That will be Cape Verde facing Burkina Faso. So those are the matches coming up today, which will start the second round. This has been AFCON Wrap on Ghana Web TV with me, Emmanuel Enin. Meet you some other time.